Hello, everyone. It is Moonwalking Kingdom back again with another magical journey, and in this magical journey, we're gonna be talking once again about the Michael Jackson biopic, but tying it into today's occasion, and that is Victory Day. We are approaching 20 years next year, which is a big milestone. But I just happened to make this video today because it is Vindication Day, so why not do it? Even though this is something I don't normally bring up, it's relevant to talk about in this case, as it is about the Michael Jackson biopic. And since I believe there's also a trial coming up, I don't know much about it like that, but there probably will be future content regarding that as well. But biopic time, baby. Colman Domingo has stated this, and I'm going to read this quote. Thank you to MJJ Access on Twitter for the backdrop and the post here. It says, actually, I don't think he's trying to prove his innocence. I think it's really just trying to offer a great examination of an artist, of what made him who he is, of what makes him complicated, so that everyone can walk away with their own answers. There are endless answers and possibilities, but this is a human being, and a person's humanity cannot be discounted. I think that's exactly what you're aiming for, and I think that's why most of us got on board. Let's talk about this. So, first off, I want to say that Colman Domingo is 100%, he has 100% every right to say this, considering that this is really what it is. This is an examination of a human being. And I think he perfectly summed this up, because this goes to show me that they're not going to treat Michael Jackson like a god in this biopic. I think they're going to treat him like a human being, which is what most people should be treating him as, because there are certain people in the Michael Jackson fan community that think that he did no wrong, he was a god, he made no mistakes, etc. And I think this movie is going to take that opportunity for the public to, acknowledge and learn about those mistakes and what led up to what happened, or why he did certain things, and not shoving in our faces or to people's faces, Michael's innocent. They're only going to talk about what factually happened, which he is innocent, but also acknowledge the downfall. Maybe talk more about why he had sleepovers, or what led him to, get, accused, or maybe highlight Lavelle Smith literally calling him an idiot, or, other people telling him to not, to stop the sleepovers, and then why Michael kept doing them, things like that humanize who Michael Jackson was. I really hope I'm not wording anything wrong, because this is really what happened. Michael Jackson was and then when they say the word complicated, I know a lot of people don't like this terminology, because, to be honest, here's how I see it. Because obviously when the word is used, people obviously think the media is referring to it as a bad thing, which is an understandable take. But for me, I feel like every human being is complicated. They have something complicated about them. Maybe they have a weakness. Maybe they have something actually wrong, but can be fixed. I think everybody's weird. Michael Jackson was, people don't like to say he was weird. If somebody were to call him weird, I wouldn't attack them, especially if they didn't know who Michael Jackson really was as a person. And we don't know Michael Jackson. We only know him based on TV or things. The family knows him, so they have every right to say and talk about their experiences with Michael Jackson, because they're family members. The people who truly knew him are people who stand by him and know him. So with Graham King doing this biopic, and John Logan writing the script, and Prince Jackson also involved, they're going to make sure that this movie makes you know him in a more personal level, which is why they're calling it Michael, like the movie Michael. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to take everything that factually happened in Michael's life, and then they'll walk out saying, based on this, I can finally come to a conclusion that Michael Jackson is this or that. I think this is a great thing because everybody has a different perspective. If they were to shove Michael's innocent, guys, that's some fanatical thing. That's not how they should portray it as, especially when you're, looking at this from the bigger picture. This is a audience of non-Michael Jackson fans coming in the theater. Of course, fans are going to see it, but you could also have people who know nothing about Michael Jackson. It's all about educating them about why Evan did what he did and ruined Michael's life, why he settled. A lot of people think that settling was a huge mistake in Michael's part, but there was a reason for why he did what he did. So there's lots of backdrop. A few people are saying, why is Colman Domingo saying this? He thinks he's guilty. He never said he was guilty. Colman Domingo never said he was guilty in this quote. Do I think, they're trying to, because listen, they're trying to debunk everything the media has claimed. Because the media is saying, they want us to prove the biopic wants you to believe Michael is innocent. So they're pretty much saying what the media is not saying, which is good. I mean, they also dropped the dangerous pick first because some people thought they were ending it at dangerous and not up to his death. So the people have been saying this. Another thing that I've been noticing is people are starting to turn on Colman Domingo because he's friends with Oprah Winfrey, which you know how most people feel about Oprah Winfrey. But that doesn't mean that I can't still support Colman Domingo and what he's going to do as Joe Jackson for the biopic. I think a lot of fans need to understand just because maybe someone you like is friends with someone you don't like, that doesn't mean you can't still support them. Maybe they have a certain history together. Maybe they have this. Maybe with Oprah it's different, but I don't know. I mean, I all I'm saying here is just because Colman Domingo is friends with Oprah Winfrey doesn't mean that he sucks and that he's going to do a bad job as Joe. Why was he casted? I mean, people are probably saying this. I'm not surprised if anybody's saying this. And even if something were to shove people's faces of MJ's guilty, which, I mean, he wasn't, but that still would have a bad effect. I mean, either way, both sides need to be covered in order for it to be, legit. This is the truth. Antoine Fuqua said we're showing the facts as we know it. And the facts are that he didn't do anything wrong. But things have to be explained in the best way that they are able to. I think another fear is the time because it's a 3-hour movie. I'm not going to comment anything now because I will forever stand when I say in terms of wait till it comes out, because we really should wait till it comes out instead of making speculation or assumption. So again, when Colman Domingo is saying this, I just hope that people understand why he's saying this and his point in a public perspective, general public perspective. Because again, as I mentioned, also, this is not made for fans. So people might look at this a very different way. And I'm nowhere near saying, just of all the things that I've said in this video, and somebody could go in this comment section and say, Mike, you think Michael's guilty now? No, again, they like to assume and they like to do all this stuff. Michael Jackson is innocent, but you have to acknowledge the human being too, because nobody was perfect. Michael Jackson wasn't perfect. I'm not perfect. Everybody has their own story to tell, and they're going to do this with this movie. So, thank you all for watching, and Michael Jackson is innocent.